Hi guys. All right, we get some people hopping on. Gonna give it another minute, I guess. And if not, it's just gonna be the six of us. Hi everybody. Hi guys. Can you guys hear me? Okay, good. Awesome. Well, you know what? We're just gonna get it going. And I feel like I haven't seen or talked to you guys in like forever, even though it's only been a week. So I'm going to change it up a little bit this week. And I realize that I don't ever really celebrate anything. So I'm going to celebrate this week. This week I am celebrating starting my powerlifting training. And it's quite different, but it's exciting and it's fun to start something new. Along with starting a new training program comes a lot more aches and pains that I never thought I could experience, but it's exciting to start something new, to see where it goes, and then to eventually hopefully compete in like October. So that's fun, and I'm celebrating just starting a new program and something new and different in my life. So that's my celebration for today. We are going to start with your guys' celebration. So I'm actually going to start with Sam. Sam, turn around, girl. Talk to me. Celebrate.
Sorry. I'm sorry. Just finished dinner. Just this very second. Tired. We went to Cheesecake Factory for Seth's dinner on Friday night. And I looked at my favorite barbecue ranch chicken salad and realized it was 2,150 calories, which was more than a hamburger and french fries. Yeah, I almost died.
Wow.
So I got a Mexican tortilla chicken salad, which was 570 calories, and actually still took half of it home.
Okay, wow.
Because it was huge.
Right.
And took one bite of each person's cheesecake. So just, I didn't want to feel left out, and I didn't get my own. But I figured I just, so that's a big win for me, because usually Cheesecake Factory for me means my own piece of cheesecake that I will finish.
Well,
regardless of how cold.
That's awesome. First of all, a lot of things. Number one, you sound like you're doing better. That's number one. Number two, you like are using the knowledge that you are learning here, right? And we're looking at, calories and intake and all that other things. So like, you're like, the first thing I looked at was like how many calories it takes up. And that's probably like, a day and a half of most of our food intake, for everybody. So what you did is you use the information you read, right? What was in it, how many calories, and then you made a better option. You took the better choice, which is great. And at the same time, you were still able to enjoy a little bit of cheesecake, right? So that you didn't feel like you're left out because, it's your son's birthday. So that's fantastic. You did great. And
it's good.
Just not to mention that, seriously, like people go to Cheesecake Factory and like, first of all, their portions are astronomical. And that's... People don't realize how many calories, and that's why I actually kind of find it funny that they have their skinny menu. I love that they call it skinny. It's like, no, these are normal portions and calories, people. Why are you like, they call it skinny as if it's like, like it's propaganda, like it's the skinny menu. No, like that's a normal portion, people. Come on.
Yeah, I mean, it was huge. I was worried it was going to be small. It was huge. And then,
I don't think they make anything small at Cheesecake Factory.
So we had hamburgers last night for dinner. So I ate a burger without the bun, and then I used the other half of the salad instead of french fries. So
great. That's it, girl. You're doing it. That's amazing. I'm proud of you.
Feels better.
That's great.
Still coughing, and I'm still up ridiculous amount. 12 pounds is just, I can't even fathom where that is.
That's Sam. That is the steroids. All right. You've been on them for how long now?
Almost a month.
That's what it is. That's what it is. It's not anything that has to do with you. You're doing exactly what you need to do. And it's that 12 pounds is a circumstance of you getting sick and having to be on the steroids, but it has nothing to do with, the choices that you're making. So once you're completely off of those and they cycle out of your system, you're good to go, girl. Don't stress it. You're going to be fine.
It's it's making my workouts harder because I can feel the swelling.
Yeah, but
So
again,
like it's just frustrating.
I know. No, listen, I understand, and you have every right to feel that way because it is frustrating, right? We just want to feel healthy. We want to feel normal. We don't want to be sick anymore. But it's just it's it's patience that we all work to have, right, over time, and it's going to take patience to let those cycle out of your system until your body is completely healed and you're not suffering from anything anymore. So just be patient with it. Just be patient. Just make sure that you keep making those choices that you're making. You're getting your water intake in, and everything will work itself out. I promise you. Promise you. Okay.
Thank you. Thank you.
You're welcome. But I'm very proud of you for your choices. You're doing awesome. Okay. All right. Thank you. All right, we're gonna go Megan Hughes since we haven't seen you. What's up? What are you celebrating?
I don't know. The past 2 weeks have been like so crazy because I was in class. So I guess that my valedictorian of the class, and I just went to Camden and did my evals, so they went really well too.
That's awesome.
I prepared for the first week of class and then like halfway through the second, and then it just got so hectic that I didn't really like eat very well. Usually what I do is I just revert back to like not eating a lot. So I just ate a lot of like granola and stuff. So I didn't like eat anything bad. I did have chicken nuggets one day, but whatever. So life goes back to normal this week. So I'm excited to just go back to normal, and my fridge is stuffed with food, so I'm ready to go and go back to the gym.
You did great for a week and a half. I mean, that's pretty damn good, though. Not for nothing.
Yeah.
And hey, chicken nuggets are chicken. I look at chicken nuggets; they're protein, girls.
Yeah, they're protein.
But yeah, that's exciting. Like you made that promotion one of your goals. You crushed it, and like. That's it, man. You did the best that you could with what you had. Sometimes like shit gets in the way and you still made some pretty damn good decisions. So that's awesome. So I'm excited to have you back. I'm excited to have you back in the gym, and we just
I know.
I can't
to the gym. Oh, the first day I went back was like, I was like dying. Everybody was like, "Are you all right?" I'm like, "I just need a day." And then
just that's all right. Listen, this is what I tell people. Like, you can lose your cardio and conditioning as fast as like 3 days. Muscle memory takes way longer than that. So
thank
once
God.
you get a few days back in the gym, you're gonna feel great, and don't even worry about it. Glad you're back, girl. Yeah. All right, here we go. Let's go to Miss. Hi, Danielle.
Hi. How's it going?
Hi. What are you celebrating? I miss everyone's face so much.
I am celebrating. It's been like up and down my emotions the past few weeks. But I'm celebrating that I have not had any type of junk food like whatsoever. I have had no cake, no ice cream, no nothing for like 3 weeks. And I haven't even wanted it. I like haven't even craved it or anything like that. I've just been really trying to focus on sticking to the plan and eating well, making sure I'm getting my protein in and everything like that. So that's what I'm celebrating, and I've definitely been seeing some results. I went to get a new bra yesterday, and I've lost inches in the bra size, so I had to get like a different size and everything.
Wow.
I usually need like extenders to like wrap around. I didn't need any extenders when I got the bra, so I'm definitely seeing some changes by being consistent and sticking with the plan. And a lot of other people have noticed too, so That's
That's
my win.
great. Those are like good, like little non-scale victories. Is like little like bra sizes, clothes. Like that's awesome. And I'm like proud of you. I know it's been rough like the past few weeks, but like you said, it's just about getting that consistency back. Emotions I feel like are a little bit harder to, get under control. But if you can even just change one thing, right? Like if we can
Right.
keep, change one thing and then work from that, like you get back to feeling 100% in no time. So it's just, even if you're just keeping it consistent, that is a win. So that, and I can, whatever you're doing to not eat junk food, please share that with me. Cause like, that's, I mean,
I don't know. I just haven't wanted it. It's like weird because usually, like when I'm super emotional, that's all I want. But recently, it's just like I don't even want it. Like I haven't even like been looking.
you just shoved that way down. That's
Like,
like,
oh,
get down there. I gotta do that, man. I need like a miracle juice for that or something, because that is like, oh man, that is my weakness. I just like, oh, I want a cookie. I'm not gonna lie, I had one today, but I just came on me. But good, I'm proud of you, and I'm glad. Like, yeah, new bras, exciting, smaller sizes. I love it. I'm proud of you, girl. Keep doing it, okay? Just keep doing it. Awesome. All right, here we go. Let's go over to Taryn. Taryn, I missed you this week, girl. What's going on?
Hi. I just been having like a lot of problems multitasking, and when I sprained my ankle last week, I just decided to just take a break and just try to regroup myself. But I signed up for this whole week, so I'm excited to come back. A good thing that happened was, I wanted to cancel on my college roommate. She was moving into her new house yesterday, but I did it and I went, even though I wasn't feeling so hot, emotionally. And I went, and I'm really glad I went, and I was able to turn my thoughts around and prepare myself this week. I meal prepped a little bit, and I'm ready to come back to the gym.
Good. It's interesting that you're like, I just decided to give myself a break. My tip for tomorrow is kind of gonna talk about like doing self-care, and for me, like being able to say to yourself, like, I just need a break right now, right? Not because we're being lazy, but sometimes we do. We have a lot of stuff going on, and it's like you have to weigh things out, right? So to me, that's like self-care. You weren't just like, screw it, I'm just not going to the gym this week. Like sometimes you just have to like put yourself in a timeout. Like I'm gonna put myself in a timeout. But what's good is that you're like, you know what? I gave myself a break. I'm ready to go back. I meal prepped. I did all my stuff, and that's important. It's self-care is just as important as everything else we do in life. And how is the house thing going?
So it's going, and that's part of where my stress is. Just having to get everything in order, remember things. My company just merged with Hackensack up north. So everything that you need, you have to go through email, and you used to be able to call somebody in HR, and you can't anymore. So, and then you ask the manager, they don't know what to do. Nobody knows how to do anything. So it's just been a little stressful with getting what you need in order to get a mortgage for the house.
Yeah.
So I just had to try to prioritize the best I could. Also you can't be really late to work now, like no more than 5 minutes. And, sometimes, being at the gym, I want to stretch, and I can't even do that anymore. So it's just very overwhelming. So tomorrow I signed up for the 5 a.m. class. So that way I have more time, like before work.
So you have a lot of adjustments going on, and that's you'll find your groove. So you're like, I'm gonna give myself a break from the gym because you're like, I have all this house stuff, right? And then you're like, I don't want to be late for work, and so it's good. That's okay. Give yourself a timeout. You're like, I'm gonna figure this out. I'm gonna try at 5 a.m. tomorrow. So again, it's working with the adjustments that we have in life and figuring things all out, and then we get into a routine. And Lydia knows, like, so she recommended Atomic Habits, and what I love about that book is he talks about your systems. And so working on your systems and like for you, that's what it's going to be. It's like, how do we change our system? So, maybe it's going to the 5 a.m. That way I'm not late for work. And so that's important. So I'm glad you're going back.
Yes.
Everything is going to work itself out. I promise you. And hey, it's a nice crew at 5 a.m. So you might actually like it. So.
Right.
All right, awesome. Thanks for sharing. All right, on that note, let's take it over to Lydia. Lydia, what are you celebrating?
I don't know. I don't really have anything going on. I guess I've just been trying to stick to my food and my workouts, and I don't know. I think that's it.
Celebrating anything in life? Nothing good happened to you? You didn't find like $1 on the floor this week?
Let me see. I'm trying to think. I don't know.
Anything. It could be anything. Could be
I
feeling
don't know.
stronger, fitting into my clothes better.
Well, I did say I feel like I do feel stronger. I've been really trying to push with my weights. But I don't know. I guess there's nothing like overwhelming.
That's okay. It doesn't have to be huge. Anything is a win. Like I said, I celebrated starting a new program, and it's not the easiest thing, but it's something exciting, And I mean, when I saw you the other day, you looked freaking phenomenal. I was like, girl, you look good. So that's nothing to be like, very like, oh, it's nothing. Like, you look freaking good. And I could tell that you're getting the protein in and you're doing the weights because like things like that show. Right? It shows that you're following the plan. So that's good. So even though you don't think you have a celebration, I'm going to celebrate you looking fabulous when I saw you. So that's okay.
Okay, thank you.
Awesome. All right. We're going to bring it over to Megan Kane. What's up?
Hi.
Hi.
I don't know what I'm celebrating.
Another one.
I know. Well, not really. I'm feeling really good. I'm down like 6 pounds, which for me, I'm like going into my 6th week. So I feel like, the pound a week, like we were talking about, is really what I'm right on track for. Also this weekend, I feel like all throughout the week, I think about whatever I'm going to have for my cheat meal on the weekend. And this weekend, for the first time, I really didn't want anything. I wasn't craving anything. We had sushi one night, which I don't even feel like that's so terrible, but I feel like usually I want like pizza or pasta or something. That's really not good for me. I feel like after I eat it, I just feel so terrible. So it's not even worth it for me anymore. But I'm feeling good. I went today. I'm in my friend's wedding in October. So we went bridesmaid dress shopping, which is,
So
always
fun.
terrible with the size 6 sample size and everything, but I didn't feel terrible, and I was excited because
That's
I know
good.
that come October I'm going to be in a much better place, so
That's
it was
awesome.
good.
Yeah,
Yes.
that's like those things are never.
No, and then the girls that try on the dresses are like little skinny whatever, and I'm like, yeah, it's okay. Looks
Honestly, it doesn't get any better when you're shopping for your own wedding dress either.
yeah, I'm sure.
Not fun either, but that's good. Like I said, 0.5 pound to 1 pound a week is great because it's those drastic, dramatic pounds that we lose. Like that is like the yo-yo diet effect, right? And what we're doing here is building healthy habits, right, to sustain ourselves, right, so that we can keep this up. Because if we were doing a diet meal plan where we were like, hey, you're just going to completely cut everything out of your diet, like how does that teach us how to eat healthy on a regular basis? So you're doing fabulous. You're doing fabulous. And I saw you two the other day and I was like, girl, you look good. So
Thank you.
Working. So
Feeling good. Yes.
Keep it up. Keep it up. That's fantastic.
Thank
Proud of you, girl. Yeah. All right, let's go, Maddie. Let's go, Maddie. What are you celebrating?
Hello. Celebrating that I started my LCSW application.
Yeah.
Well, basically all it was printing it out, getting it notarized, and spending $75. But still, I did it. So
That's good.
it was for a test,
Okay.
and so at least the whole process of that is getting started because it's a long process. So.
And that's probably why you hadn't printed it out in the first place.
That's
the hardest
know
part.
what you know what comes along with it. So it's like actually printing it out is like, oh, this is real.
Like, I gotta do it.
Oh my god. But that's good though. That's good. Listen,
Yes.
that's like Meg was like, I'm gonna do this for work. And girl just like did it in a week. So it's okay. Right? We gotta do things that make ourselves a little uncomfortable. So that's all right. Because at the end is a brighter side and everything is gonna be better. So that's fantastic. Yay!
Yep, so excited to start that process. A little nervous because that means a lot of studying, but it'll be worth it. So,
Girl, you got this. Don't even doubt yourself. You got this.
this week I struggled a lot, just like emotionally with stress at work. I took Monday off from work, and it was still a stressful week.
I hear you.
It felt like 6 days long, and I was only there for 4. So it was just, really hard trying to like stay on track.
Okay.
I did pretty good during the weekend. We went out for lunch or for dinner on Friday, and I was kind of like using that, like, all right, that's gonna be my cheat. So I got like an okay-ish dinner, and I got dessert, and like wasn't feeling too bad about that. And then we went out again on Saturday, kind of like an unexpected lunch that I told you about with my mother-in-law. So that was fun. But I tried really hard to like, I got salmon, so I tried really hard to try and like stay on track with like a healthier meal. And while like pretty much everyone else got dessert, I didn't, although I was very sad and in a bad mood the rest of the day. So, not gonna lie. I kept asking, he's like, are you okay? Are you okay? Like, what's wrong? I'm like, I just want a cake.
So let me ask you a question. Do you feel like you would have been, in the long run, if you would have got the cake, so you feel like you would have, obviously you would have enjoyed it, right, as you're eating it. But then after the fact, how do you think you would have felt?
Oh, not good, which is why I was trying to listen to Ed. But, like, that also kind of made me mad. Like, why are you right?
It's very hard to admit when the Ed's right, obviously. But, you know, like, those are the things. So you weren't really mad that you didn't get the cake. What you're saying is that you were mad that your husband was right.
That's correct.
Okay. So let's just clarify. We're not mad that we didn't have the cake. We're just mad that our husbands were right. I get mad when my husband's right too.
He goes to me, should you really be having it? Like, think about what you've been working for. And I was like,
maybe his choice of words, starting it that way, isn't the best, because I probably would have gotten pissed too. But at the same time, right? He had a point. Like, you know, he could have omitted the first part and just said the second part. Like, just remember what you're working towards, and that probably would have helped diffuse your emotions a little bit more.
Yeah, but it definitely did like make me stop and really think, because he obviously gives me the choice.
Right.
Type of thing, and like I still made the choice not to, so like that was cool.
Right.
But like he's still right.
I know. And like I said, that's really why you were mad. It wasn't mad that you didn't have the cake. It was mad that he was right, because you're like, shit, he knows what my goals are and he's trying to help me, you know, make a better decision. So yeah, it was more his approach than anything else. So, you know, you don't hold on to that. Right? Like he was doing it in his best intentions.
Now we worked it out today.
So, okay, good. So there you go. Listen, at least you have that support, right?
Yeah.
Like I said,
I'd much rather that than him be like, oh yeah, get it, enjoy it.
Right.
And then knowing like, not that it would, basically that it would ruin like the whole week. You know, like I already had the dessert the night before, and then just not feeling good about my choices the rest of the day. So
it's okay.
Yeah.
I'm mad. It's okay. It was good that you didn't have to pick. It's just, you know, sometimes they're right. Just give it to them.
I know.
That's all right. It's all good. You're going to get it back on track this week. Ed, stop waving your finger over there. And you're going to work it out. And like, maybe we'll talk during the week about how we can maybe diffuse some of the stress a little bit. Okay.
Yeah. Work was not good this week.
All right. All right, we'll catch up during the week, or text me and we'll talk a little bit, okay?
Yeah, sounds good.
All right, awesome. I'm going to take it over to Cass. Are you there? Cassie.
I'm here. Can you?
I can hear you.
Hello.
Yeah, hi.
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 Sorry. Oh, come on, Lee. Go. Come on. Go. Oh gosh. Sorry. I was in the car, so I had to call in on my phone.
That's okay.
But so, my highlight of the week was that unfortunately, I had to go to a repass, but I got to wear pants I haven't worn in a long time, and they were really loose. So that was nice. I also have had kind of a hard week. I think all this running is getting to me a little bit, and then I'm still having a hard time eating the right things after I go running, just because I feel like I might be so depleted that I'm just either not hungry, and then when I do go to eat, I just want to eat like carbohydrates because I can't stomach anything else. So I'm still trying to work through that. But other than that, things are okay. I feel like I was a little bit more motivated in the beginning, so I've lost my motivation a tiny bit, which is a bummer, but I'm sure I'll get it back.
Well, here's the thing, right? Committing to running a half marathon is it's a big mental task. It's not even so much about the physical capabilities because you have that. It's really, I feel more about being able to mentally wrap yourself around like the training. It's hard. Like I thought I wanted to commit to running a half marathon too, and honestly, I tried for 2 weeks, and I was like, I mean, I didn't love it, right? I didn't love the fact that I had to train for it, so I had to admit to myself that it wasn't for me. But you have the athletic ability. You already play soccer. It's just for you now. It's just sticking it out until the end and completing that goal that you set yourself. You're so close. Like, losing that motivation now is not gonna, it's not gonna get you to the end goal, girl. You're almost there.
Well, I did stop myself today with the running, and that was actually a good thing because when I took my shoe off, I had the beginning of a brand new blister, so that would have been horrific if it had gotten worse. But I think too, because I'm running on the treadmill and I'm at Planet Fitness, and there's no scale there, so this is probably the first time in my life where I haven't felt the need to get on a scale every week or every 2 weeks. So I haven't stepped on a scale since I did my midpoint. Yeah. And I think I'm just getting antsy to see like
where you
if
are.
I am really following the macros and is it still paying off, or did I go back up because I'm still around the same size. But this week I think my brain started to fluster a little bit. I just started to get a little concerned, a little overwhelmed, and I'm hoping that I can just like get past that.
Yeah.
So,
well, I mean,
the benefit of
the fact that you got into those pants should really be the factor that tells you that there's a change going on. You know what I mean? And not getting on the scale, because a lot of people that I've talked to lately just are like, oh, like I don't love this scale, and then they see, oh well, I lost body fat or I lost inches, and that's what's important. So it's hard to get over the weighing part just on just to see where pounds are. So just stay diligent in what you're doing. Don't give up. Don't let your mind tell you the negative thoughts. Maybe say some affirmations in the morning to keep you on track, but don't stop what you're doing. And I feel like if after your training if your body you feel like it's telling you to eat carbs, eat some carbs. Because sometimes you just have to listen to what your body is telling you. So it's okay.
That's true. Well, you don't want to know what I ate today.
You don't want to know what I ate today either. I'm not going to tell you. Because my body was craving something and I gave in, but I felt depleted too. So I was like, screw it. I'm just going to have this. And I mean, I don't feel the greatest now, but I was like, damn, that was good. And I really didn't eat anything else for the rest of the day, so it probably made up for the rest of my macros anyway. But sometimes you just have to listen to your body. So don't necessarily deny it carb. Make sure you keep to the good carbs, but if you feel like you need carbs, have the carbs.
Okay.
All right.
Sounds good.
And we can talk more tomorrow too. I'm going to text you tomorrow. All right. think she's gone. All right. Michelle, are you there?
I'm here. I don't know if you could see me, but I'm here.
Hi. What are you celebrating, my dear? I can't see you, but that's okay because I can hear you, and that's what matters. So, what are you celebrating?
I'm celebrating that I feel like I'm finally starting to get it, like the whole package, which is enormous for me.
and what does that include for you that you feel like you're getting everything?
So number one, I mean, I absolutely love our workouts. You know, mostly a 6 a.m.er, and then on Saturday I go also, depending on time. But I'm getting there 4 to 5 times a week, and I absolutely hate it when I miss a day. So I feel like I'm getting stronger. I feel like my stamina is getting better. Stamina is a big one with me. Doing the workouts isn't so hard for me. It's the stamina. So I feel like that's getting better. And then the second part to it is the food, because I mean, honestly, I feel like in my case, the food is so much more than the workout. I can't do it with one out without the other, but the food is huge. So I mean, I feel like I'm doing. Say again?
The food is definitely number one.
Yeah. So if you don't do the food right, you could be working out for days and it's not going to work. At least that's what I found. Mm-hmm. So the water I'm getting better with, the how to eat, the eating more often, because I'm somebody who could eat like 2 meals a day with my schedule and go that way fine. That's always been my problem, that it's not exactly what I'm eating, but that I don't eat enough. So a big one resonated with me, with you, was like, you know, if you're hungry or something, find a protein. Yeah. And that's been big. I'm starting to see, you know, the scale going lower, and I'm starting to see inches going.
That's
so,
awesome.
Like I said, I feel like the whole circle's starting to happen. Long way to go still, but.
That's okay. And that's, you know, that's the thing. People usually feel like, yes, most people, a lot of people, what happens is when they fall into a rut and they decide to start changing their lives to the better, the first thing they do is go to the gym. And that's great because that works for some people, and just even getting their body moving is a big deal, right? For some people, they're not comfortable yet with necessarily working out, especially if they don't find the right environment, but they start with the food. But then, you know, so for you it was opposite. You're like, hey, I'm going to go to the gym first, but then you're like, I feel like I need to change still, right? So sometimes you got to work on one thing first and then bring in the second factor in. So sometimes it's the nutrition first. With some people, they work on that and then they feel comfortable enough with going to the gym. Then it all comes together. For you is the other way, but that's okay. You can't force too many things on people at once. So you started with the working out. That's great. But now you're like, man, like I want to see more changes and more results. I'm going to get my nutrition on track. And, you know, you come into the program now, you're like, oh, I got to eat more food. But, you know, I told you the other day, like, you're like one step away from doing burpees, which I told you I'm going to record, and you're getting the food thing. So it's an exciting feeling when you can get all that together. And then on top of that, you see the progress that you're really starting to make. So I'm excited for you because I know that eating like a few times a day was like really big for you. And I'm just like so excited for you. I'm like really, really excited for you that it's like you're excited that it's coming together. I think your excitement is getting me excited.
This week has been pivotal because my schedule's crazy, my stress level's crazy, and that's just never going to change. But getting the process here is really exciting me. So
that's awesome. Yeah, you guys are all doing so good, and I see the changes even when I see you every day. You know, it's you guys really see yourselves every day, but then I'm just like, I look at you guys, I'm like, oh my God, like you guys look great. So I'm really proud of you, Michelle. Like you've come a long way, especially with the workouts, and just watching your progress and your change continuously is just, it's very exciting. And I'm very, very, very proud of you. Very proud of you.
Thank you. And I appreciate all you're doing. And I really appreciate Ed's reminders throughout the week and whatnot and his boosts, because even though sometimes I don't respond or whatever, I see it and I'm like, yeah, that's great. Like, whatever.
That's awesome. He is my fabulous secretary, and I appreciate him for that. But I'm super excited for you, and just keep it rolling, girl. Keep it rolling.
Thanks.
Thanks. All right, finally, we're going to get to my amazing secretary, my Ed, who I also don't like to admit is right sometimes. What are you celebrating?
I'm celebrating, and I'm going to come in the other room and kick your ass for calling me a secretary. My
assistant.
You know what? I love. So a couple of years ago, Shari and I had this thing where she used to say that she felt like I was always in her shadow, and at this point, I love being her shadow because I'm just loving watching what she does for you guys, and any way that I can help to support her to give you guys the best, the best chance possible. It's the proof is in listening to all your testimonies when you come on here every week, and you inspire me because if you saw my post the other day, that shirt. Shari Shredders was from the challenge last year, and I haven't been able to put that shirt on in a long time.
That was actually from 2018.
Oh shit! So it's been a while. So you guys have inspired me to keep going, and I feel really good. So since Shari doesn't want to admit it, we did eat like crap today, and it's funny because when I was listening to you guys talk. Cassie, when she was talking, I was craving something. I didn't know what it was. So it wasn't so much the crappier food that we ate because it wasn't awful. It was just I had some chips, and I typically don't eat chips, and I just was craving the salt so bad. It was so damn good. I don't even remember what the chip was that we ate. It was so good because the salt tasted so good. I don't feel so good right now, but I don't feel that bad either because we've been so. This is the first time in a long time that her and I have both been keeping each other accountable, where we agreed that we were both going to have that cookie today. But typically it's like, oh, I want a cookie, and I'll just get in the car and go get it. And now I say no. And Shari is down like 8 or 9 pounds from where she was. And yes, you were 148, and now you're 140. And
I'm down like 4 pounds. Take it easy. 4 pounds.
Okay, sure. In her head, in her in her mind, in her scale. Anyway, so we've just been keeping each other accountable, and so that was my win. My challenge is, because I do have a challenge now, is that when I get to a point where I've seen I've lost weight, I tend to get complacent, and like today, I was okay just having that shitty meal. Where for the first 5 or 6, almost 6 weeks now, I was dead on, no cheating, no nothing, maybe one little cheat meal here or there because we'd have a burger, but I wouldn't have the bun or something, or I would keep it within my macros and be able to enjoy that burger. Today, I was just like, whatever. So that scares me because now this is where I get complacent because I'm getting a little like, ooh, look, I had this shirt on, it looked good. I had this button down on for church today that I hadn't worn in like a good 6 months. So now is when I tend to fall off. So I'm aware of it and I'm telling you guys about it, but that's my challenge. This happens to me every single time.
So if I could chime in here. So yeah, you've been good. You've been helping me stay good. I think what we've been doing with like making the at-home burgers and stuff like that too is really good for ourselves. But we have not really gone out and had a cheat meal. We haven't had like a sushi night, or we haven't had anything else. And I feel like for me, that's why today I was like straight hardcore, like craving things. Like I ate breakfast really good before we went to church today, and then we came home from church, and then I actually ate a really good lunch. So Ed and I were like, hey, we're gonna run to Costco, get the things that we need for the week to be prepared. And I got home and I was like, I'm still starving and I need, like, I was like, I need chips. And Ed's like, well, I'm just gonna get a sandwich because we had to get gas. And I'm like, get the damn sandwich, because he's been like, I'm not gonna eat anything. I was like, get the freaking sandwich. And we did. And here's the thing is like, I think you have to find the balance, right? You can't completely deny yourself the things that you want sometimes, right? It's just a matter of not going overboard. So if we're like, hey, we're going to go out and we'll have a sushi night, we have to contain it to a sushi night, right? And then the rest of the week and the rest of the meals, especially for that day, they stay good, which we've been really, really good. This is probably the longest period of time that we haven't gone out to eat 2 nights in a row. You know what I mean? Like on a Friday and then a Saturday. So I think doing that has helped us, but at the same time, I think not doing them at all is what made us like break down the wall today. And we were like, oh my God, like, and here's the thing too, at the same time, I'm not like saying, hey, what I did was okay per se. But again, I had that meal and the rest of my meals for the day were good. I'm honestly still so full from all the crap that I ate today that I'm probably not going to eat anything. Or if I do, I will have some Greek yogurt. But if I put that in, I had a grilled chicken sandwich from Wawa. If I put that in, it probably fits into my macros. So it's a matter of knowing when you can have your things, having the limits to it at the same time, but not completely denying yourself. Because I feel like if over the last few weeks, we've maybe gone 1 night a week and had a meal, I probably wouldn't have got to the point today where I was like, I'm going to kill somebody if I don't have some potato chips. So, this is the whole thing about life and about eating healthy and about finding balance and working out. And for me, I might need to up my protein because now I'm going to be lifting a lot heavier weights too, so everything is just, it's like a process, and it's figuring your stuff out. It's figuring life out. It's figuring the gym out. It's figuring your nutrition out. Like it's all of those things combined, and that's it. So the good thing for you, Ed, is that you are in the group and people are watching you. Okay. So you can't fall off the wagon now, but maybe for you, what you should do is, because you do get into these challenges at easy, but what's your goal after that? Is it a weight goal? Is it something? I think you need to either set a goal for yourself on either like, hey, I want to get down to this, or I want to be this % body fat, something to work towards, because now you have people that can and will hold you accountable, right? Because you're in the group. So I think you need to set some type of goal for yourself so that you don't fall off or don't plateau or become complacent or whatever have you.
I mean, I do have a couple of goals in mind. I see my body fat as a challenge. I don't care about my weight because I am a beefy dude. I mean, I've always been like just thick, and because I work out, I lift weights and I love it. But I also love easy because I love the conditioning part of it. And I think that's been a big difference. So for me, the body fat has always been a big challenge. So I feel like that's going down right now. I do feel like I haven't gone on the scale. I haven't done it in body, so I don't know for sure. But the challenge for me is, I do have a goal. Maybe I'll post it in the room at some point. I don't really want to talk about it right now. It's a little personal. But it's something that I've wanted to do for quite a while now. So I still have that in the back of my head. I'm feeling a little shy right now because all these females I'm on the call with. So I'm going to, maybe I'll put, don't laugh, Danielle. It's not funny. But the one thing you said, Shari, and Megan, when you were talking about it, like you went out a few times this week, I think when we do go out, it's not that we go out and we like have that cheat or whatever, because I don't even like calling it a cheat meal, because like if you go out for sushi's not that bad. And like when we had that burger, we fit it within our macros. It's like when you go and you have like, ooh, that appetizer looks good. Maybe I'll have the salad. But like Samantha said, you go to Cheesecake Factory and you get their salad and it's like 2,000 calories. You know what I mean? So you think you're making good choices, but then you go out and you're hungry and you want that cheat meal. You deserve that reward meal. And it's like, I'm going to get that and I'm going to have that. Ooh, that looks really good. Now you went off the deep end, and now you're like, shit, now it's too late. Screw it now. You know what I mean? Because that's kind of the attitude sometimes that we get ourselves into. Even Cassie said it a little bit, like she felt like she's struggling a bit, and she feels like she's kind of like, it sounded to me like she's kind of like hit a plateau in a way. So it's like, am I going backwards? Am I making progress? What's going on with me? And then you make those choices that you're like, well, shit, I made the choice now. Hey, little one, who's that cutie? So that just came up for me when you were talking about that show.
Well, I think you need to post what your goal is. And even if it's not the big one that you probably have talked to me about, but again, again, the referring back to the book Atomic Habits that Lydia read also, it's about making one small step. Like he talks about making like small little changes. So like if you want to start running, it's not like, hey, I'm gonna go out and run a mile. It's like, what can you do that takes less than, like, I forgot what it was, like 2 minutes, Lydia, I think it was. But it's like, okay, well, instead of like saying I'm gonna go out and run a mile, it's, hey, I'm gonna put on my running shoes, right? So it's about making these smaller decisions that will eventually, day by day by day by day by day, lead you to the big one. So if it's not doing the goal that I think that you are talking about, right, it's like, what other goal can we set in the meantime? So like I said, even if it's just making a goal to get to a certain body fat, something realistic right now, like you need to still have something to work towards. That's why for me, I was getting super complacent and I wasn't eating my 5 meals a day, and I was getting frustrated with myself. And that's why I'm like, you know what, definitely don't want to step on stage to do a bodybuilding competition, but I need to have something to work towards. So it's like, I have to level up myself. So I got a coach, and I'm going to do powerlifting now, because you know what, if I could choose to compete, I have to work towards it in the meantime. So that's why I feel like for us, it's always good to set some type of, like, have some type of marker or something that you're working towards to keep you on track. So, I'm thankful for this group, because for you guys, I decided to start eating 5 meals again a day. And, because again, I can't just tell you guys what to do and not follow it myself. And I tell you what, like, it has made a huge difference. So eat your meals and get your protein in, and, just keep, I tell you what, for me, tracking it has been super important too. So like, track your food, even if, remember the one time Lydia was like, I put that cheat meal in, and I was like, oh my God. Like, sometimes when you see those things, they're like, Sam, oh my God, that salad was 2,000 calories. Like, when we look at the facts, we're just like, oh shit. But if you can fit certain things into your daily lifestyle and it's not the best, maybe at least you're like, hey, I didn't go overboard, right? It's just making sure that we keep ourselves within a certain amount of macros and not going over those every day, and always, always, always making sure that you're getting in protein multiple times a day, because that 100% is the biggest factor in changing our bodies. So thank you for sharing, Ed. And I'm glad to get back on the call this week, because I feel like I missed a lot of you guys, and I feel like we all needed to like reconnect and talk about these things. And so I'm going to leave you with that. Tomorrow's Monday motivation tip is going to be on self-care. All right. And I will leave you with that, and have a good night, everyone. I will see you all during the week. Bye, guys.